What's up, YouTube? It's your man Chris here. Today I'm going to talk about something pretty interesting. It's body language and dating and women. And I'm going to give you 8 tips on how to know when someone likes you. And keep in mind that just because someone is showing 1 or 2 signs, it really is not a 100% sure way to know that someone likes you, but it's a good chance that if someone's showing at least 4 or 5 of these signs, that yeah, they probably like you. But also keep in mind that it also doesn't mean that they're going to, act on anything like this. So these are helpful tips. I mean, you can find any of this information online easily, but I thought I would compile a quick list. There's many more signs that are out there. I think later in videos I'll cover men's body language, which is kind of interesting too from my perspective. But buckle up, this won't take long. I'm going to quickly read through 1 through 8, and I'll try to elaborate on them. The first sign that a woman likes you in body language is basically eye contact. And usually what'll happen is a woman will look at you, and then she'll quickly look away, and then she'll look back at you. That's a surefire way that you've got some of her interest in you. When a man actually shows interest in a woman, it's usually you sustained eye contact, and it's not eye contact like seriously long eye contact. That's kind of creepy and unnerving. It's more like 2 to 3 seconds of intense, not intense, but close eye contact, and then usually the woman will break away. My advice is to not break away your eyes until probably about 5-6 seconds, and then you can let her break away. Don't ever look down when you're talking to anybody with eye contact, because that shows a sign of weakness and passivity. If you are going to look away to the left or to the right, and that's a good way to break eye contact. It's really effective for building trust. When you look someone in the eyes, what happens in the body is it releases chemicals, oxytocin. It's that feel-good chemical when you're in love. And that gets generated when you actually have sustained eye contact. And, it's something that people love. It's kind of nice when you're looking at someone in the eyes, because you can really gauge if they're serious or if they're trustworthy. I encourage anybody that wants to build trust with people, and you can do this with men too. Look them in the eyes, be sincere. You don't want to look down like this. If you are ever going to have sustained eye contact, make sure you're looking, fairly relaxed. Have your eyes centered, and then break away to the left or to the right whenever you like. But I would always wait until the lady breaks first. Just a general rule. Another way that you can tell that a woman likes you is if she starts playing with her hair, like twirling it when you come by. Also, if a woman exposes her neck, so if she does something like this, and she moves her hair back like this, so it's showing a vulnerable side of her body to you, that's a sign of attraction. It's a common movement that I see a lot of women do, is they'll play with their hair, or they'll brush their face out like this, or they'll just do a hair sweep, and that's a common sign of someone that likes you. I've seen some people actively twirl their hair. Now keep in mind though that some people do have a real habit of playing with their hair, so it may not be 100% foolproof when you're talking with somebody. But it's a general rule, like if you see somebody that's really playing with their hair, and if they're really trying to fix up their appearance for when you're near them, and if they don't do this when other people are around, well then it's a pretty good sign that someone likes you. Another sign that is kind of hard to detect, and it's when you're with somebody and they get close to you. And this is very subtle. I believe it's not done purposely. It's kind of done automatically by women and men. You actually will find yourself either brushing up against them, or they'll be bumping into you accidentally, or they'll be super close at some point. They may even get into your intimate zone. So just to give you the rundown, the intimate zone for most people is probably less than 6 inches from your body. I've seen, this happen from time to time, and sometimes it's an accident. It's happened to me on the C train a few times. I've actually, fucking lint, I've actually had, a few women actually, I've had one woman lean on me on the train. This was before the pandemic, which was kind of, it was weird. I didn't know how to react, so I just kind of went with it. I didn't do anything. She got up and left, but it left a real memorable impression on me. Like, it's very strange. And then I had another woman on the C train actually really get into my, like, she was really close. Like, I was sitting against the C train. She came in, and then she was literally almost like this to me on the train, like almost facing me, which was kind of strange. Also, another sign that a woman likes you is if she touches you. Now, this doesn't mean that she's going to reach out and grab your sack or put her arm around you. A lot of these touches are really casual, and they may seem accidental. So say you're handing someone a set of car keys, she may actually touch your hand to take these car keys when she could actually grab the end of the keys instead. Or if you're showing somebody something with a pen or pencil, she'll actually, take the pen out of your hand, and there'll be a touch of her hand to yours. And it may not even be that. Like, she could be talking to you, and she'll actually maybe tap you on your arm or your hands from time to time. But keep in mind that some women actually do enjoy touching people, and they are flirty by nature. So always gauge this with full respect on the women. Don't ever take it as a full sign to go ahead and just start touching her. Women don't touch things they don't like or are attracted to. So if there's something that a woman does not like, she'll never touch you. She'll never face you. She'll never look at you. And if she does look at you, she'll shield her eyes, or she'll actively look away. Another way that you'll know that someone likes you is if she teases you. And these can be things like jokes, making fun of the way you wear clothes, your lack of fashion, your taste in music. It can be anything, really. And it's just a gentle tease, nothing serious. I've seen this happen with other people observing, and even with myself. And it's kind of funny, and it's nice to actually have this done to you, and it's flattering. So another thing that you can actually see when a woman is interested in you is her voice actually rises in pitch. However, when you're talking to her, her voice will actually match your tone after a while, and she'll start to begin to mirror your body language. So if you have a habit of, keeping your hands down near your sides, or you're a little more energetic with the way you talk and use a lot of hand signals like this, she may actually start copying the way that you're talking. And that's another quick sign to see if, this person is kind of getting into you. Another sign that's a little more obvious is if a woman starts giving you gifts. So these can be things like, she'll buy you a donut, or she'll give you a treat or something out of the blue, or she'll give you a thank you gift. Now, this doesn't mean that, every woman that gives you a gift is going to like you. So that's totally not true. You have to keep in mind that there has to be many more signs exhibiting before you can even make this decision. Even then, though, you have to tread carefully, because you could get the situation incorrect. Another way that a woman shows signs of interest in you is she'll actually look at you like this. She'll look at you top down, but she won't move her head. You'll have to look at her eyes, and she'll do this. She'll look like that. It's a very quick movement. I've seen it happen to myself, which is kind of awesome to see people checking me out. I've seen other people do it to other people. It's a very, very, very fast movement, so you have to pay attention. Sometimes, but I've had it, I've had this happen to myself, which is really flattering when people do it. And, I don't really say anything about it, because it depends on the environment and where you're at. If it's a bar, or if you're outside socializing, or if you're with friends, go ahead and talk to this woman. Maybe you might be able to get further along and see if you guys can sit down and chat something that may happen. I'm going to give you a bonus tip. One of the other ways that you know that someone likes you is if she's always making excuses to see you. So she may actually ask you for help. She may actually call you up out of the blue or text you and ask you a ridiculous question that she may know the answer to. She's just really looking for an excuse to get some of your time away from you. And another bonus tip that I'll give you is if a woman is with friends and suddenly she breaks away from her friends to spend some time with you, that's a huge sign that she's interested in you. A lot of women will never break from their friends if they're not interested in a guy, or if a guy really doesn't interest them, they will actually actively not even engage you. They'll turn around. The last bonus tip that I'll give you, and this is probably the biggest sign that you'll see, and not very many people pick up on this, but if you're talking with a woman and she's facing you with her full body and her feet, if you look down at her feet and they're facing you, that's a big sign that someone likes you. I've seen it where, someone will be talking to you and their full body would be facing you. They'll be twirling your hair. There'll be eye contact. There'll be teasing, jokes. The voice will go up. She'll smile a lot. She'll giggle. She'll be laughing a lot at your jokes. And your jokes will be totally stupid. Like, they'll be something that even your friends will think you're just a total lunatic. Like, who would laugh at this? But she will laugh at it and enjoy it. And, she's just actually loosening up and enjoying your time. And, go for it. You should most definitely talk to a woman like that. A few things you should keep in mind, though. You have to gauge the situation. You have to make sure that, yes, this is a definite, she's showing a lot of signs. There's potential here. But if you see only like one or two signs, I would just hold back and just play it and see how it goes. But these are the signs that I wanted to give to you. I'll probably put out a few more videos on how men flirt with women. It's a little different, and how men flirt from my perspective. And I'm talking about men to women. I'm not talking men to men. I don't know anything about that, but if you're into that, good on you. It's just not for me. But I will try to cover the man to woman flirting and then give you an understanding of, what that's like. Anyway, I hope you like this video. If you have any questions or points, let me know. Thanks.